Hello, welcome to the Antisocial Club. I'm Diamond Alexis. Today I'm going to be showing y'all how to make this fur durag. It's just an add-on. It's nothing like, I'm not showing how to make the actual durag. I already have a tutorial for that, so if you want to see that tutorial, it'll be linked down below. But I show how to put the fur on the durag because I got questions on how to do it, stuff like that. I kind of like saved all this in the actual like tutorial, but I just wanted to come on here and let y'all see what it looks like on. This is what it looks like in the back, and then the side, and then this is the front. It just has the fur. Hopefully this tutorial is easy to follow. Hopefully y'all love it. Let me know any questions down in the comments down below. I will have like the name of this ombre fur down below because I didn't mention what the name of it is in the tutorial, so I'll put it down below because I can't think of it at the moment. But yeah, hopefully y'all love this tutorial. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you share with whoever you want, and thank y'all so much for watching. Let's get into the tutorial. Hello, welcome to the Antisocial Club. I'm Diamond Alexis. Today I am doing a add-on video. So for this video, it's an add-on to my crochet durag. I do have like fur crochet durags, and some people ask me, what fur do you use? How do you put the fur on there? So that's what I'm going to be showing in this video. I already have the video done. I already have the durag done, but I'm going to be using a size 8 hook and a size 10 hook. You don't have to use both hooks. You can just use a size 10. I recommend just using a size 10, but if you have a size 8, you can use a size 8. I like to switch because I don't have to use so much yarn if I use this hook, and then when I get to around the face area, use a bigger hook. Ooh, so that's what I like to do, but you don't have to use both. You can use one or the other. So if you just want to use a size 10, you can use size 10. If you want to just use a size 8 hook, you can use just a size 8 hook. You don't have to use both. But today I'm going to be working on this durag. This is the one I have in the picture. It has my tag. I know a lot of people were asking what to do with the triangles on the inside. I literally just sew them down. I just sew them down. So, and then I always put my tag on the inside. You don't have to put your tag on the inside, but if, oh, that was my dog. Move the table. So the fur that I'm using is For Feaux yarn. It's Lion brand yarn. It's 100% polyester. This is the color Pomeranian. This is a size long durag. So yes, I believe we're only gonna need 2 skeins of this yarn. So right now I'm going to show y'all how to make your yarn thicker. I showed this in a previous video for like my crochet turban. Where's the start of the yarn? I showed this in a video for my crochet turban, but I'm gonna show it again here. So what you're gonna do, take this, kind of just unravel it some. I'm actually gonna put this over on this side and then put this over here. So find the end piece that I just lost right here. So you're gonna take the yarn, you're going to lay it out, and then you're gonna take another side and put it like this. So you're gonna do kind of like a zigzag. So you go this way, go around, and then you're gonna go back around this way. So you go this piece, go down, go around again. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna grab your end with the end piece, and you're going to pick it up like this, and you'll see there's a loop here on this side. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna grab this yarn and you're gonna pull it through. You're just gonna pull it through. You're gonna keep pulling it. And that gives you 3 yarns. So see, it looks seamless. This is actually where the hoop was that we pulled the yarn through. This is where it is, but you can't tell. So see how it's just like seamless. And then when you get to the end of the yarn down here, you just pull it through again and it'll give you 3. But we'll get there once we start doing the durag. So actually, I'm gonna show one more time how to do it. So again, you put the piece down here, go around, put it down here. So you have 1, 2, 3. You're gonna grab the end piece, put it with this loop on the right side. You're gonna take the loop that's on the left side. You're gonna put your 2 fingers in. You're gonna grab, that's part of your working yarn. You're gonna grab that yarn, pull it through, and you're just gonna keep pulling. Just keep pulling. And then, yeah, there you have it. It's now tripled. That way your yarn is thicker and you're not working with thin yarn. And you can do this with any type of yarn. You can do it with the fur yarn, cotton yarn, just whatever. So now we're gonna start putting the fur on the durag. I always start at the bottom. You don't want your seam to be like on the side or like where the head is. You want where your like face is gonna be, where people like are looking the most. I always put it at the bottom, and I always put it where the seam is for the durag. So what I do is I always make sure when I'm working with the outside of the durag facing up. So you want to start on it like this, and you're going to go to the left, of course. So you're going to start this how you would any other project. You just do a slip knot. I like to leave mine kind of long. That's not long enough. I like to leave mine kind of long. It just makes it easier to weave in at the end. We're going to take our size 8 hook. I just did a slip knot, put it through. So again, I like to start where the seam is. You don't want to start anywhere in like the sides or on the strap or where your face is. People don't usually look at the bottom too closely, so you can get away with the seam being at the bottom. And so what we're gonna do is we're basically just gonna do single crochets all the way around. So you put your hook through, you grab the yarn, pull through 2, go to the next stitch, pull the yarn through, yarn over, pull through 2, next stitch, and we're just going through the big holes. We're just going through the big holes. So you don't have to go through like an actual stitch. I literally just go through the holes. So go through, put the yarn through, yarn over, go through 2, put the yarn through, go through, yarn over, pull through 2, put the yarn through, pull through the yarn over, go through 2. And you want to make sure you're getting both of the yarns. What I like to do is when I do it, I kind of like to spin it. That way, if you have it kind of just like straight, you'll be more likely to like just grab 2 of the yarns and miss out on 1. So I like to kind of spin it. That way they're kind of tangled into each other. And so I just spin it and see how it kind of just spins. That way I make sure I'm grabbing all 3 and then do a single crochet. So again, pull through, single crochet. If you have a hard time crocheting with fur, what you can do is you can take a regular yarn. I would do a yarn that's the same color as the fur that you're working with. So for example, this is like brown and white, like an off-white, like ivory color. I would probably do ivory because it would match more, or you could do like a tan color. I think a tan would match. But for right now I have brown. I mean, you could do a different color, it wouldn't look bad. But you would just put it together and you would just grab all of those. That way it's easier for you to see. So see, now I can see what I'm doing. So I know like, oh, there's the yarn. And this is good for if you're working on projects that are only fur yarn based. This is what I do, because personally I'm not that great with working with fur, but this is pretty easy. It's not too much, but see, I can see that, so I know like, okay, I go pull it through and I see that is where we just pulled through, and then obviously the one that was on my hook, so I know now where I need to pull my yarn through. And see, I can, like, it just makes it easier if you put a yarn that is more solid and doesn't have a fur. Just a little tip for anyone who might have trouble working with fur, but just a little tip, like I said, it helps if you have something that's only fur, like if you're working on like a hat and you just want to use fur yarn by itself. If you need a little guidance, that'll help. You can do it the same color, or you can do it a different color. We're just going to a single crochet. So when you get to the corner right here, you want the durag to remain square in the corner. So what you're actually gonna do is put 2 single crochets in the corner. So I just put 1 in that corner, and I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna put another single crochet, because if you don't, it'll round the corner off, and you don't want it to round the corner off because it won't stay down, if that makes sense. It'll start to kind of like curl up, and it's a durag. The flap in the back is supposed to stay down, so in order to get it to stay down, you have to square that corner off just by doing like 2 single crochets. So now that we're here, see how the end is short and we're getting back to the 1 yarn strand, and we're gonna do like we did at the beginning. So we're gonna take our little loop, put our 2 fingers through, we're gonna grab where our working yarn is, we're gonna grab it, and we're just gonna pull it through. Just gonna pull it through, make sure you're not getting anything tangled. Just pull it, pull it, pull it, just like so. And so see, now you have it tripled again, and I kind of just straighten it up, just again, so it's not, I just kind of straighten it up that way, again, it's not getting tangled or anything. They have some yarns that you can buy that are like 3 strands put together, but I noticed like I was using that type of yarn at first, but they discontinued the fur yarn I was using. So now it seems like they only sell yarn that only has the 1 strand, which kind of sucks, but luckily it's easy to put the 3 together if you do it the way that I'm doing it. See how I just grabbed 1? You want to make sure you're grabbing all 3, so just go back, do it again. And the reason you want to make sure that you start with the back of the durag up instead of it like this way and then go that way is because this inside that we're doing, see, it's not that much fur on this inside, but when you turn it this way, it has all of the fur. So you want to make sure most of the fur is on the outside of the durag and not the inside. So that's why you want to start with the back up facing you instead of the inside facing you. So once you get to the strap part, Again, you want to do only the bigger holes. So like this small hole, you don't want to do that one. You just do this big one and then you go back to the next big one. So we just did that big one. We're gonna go to this big one. And then go to the next big one. So we see our loop is small. You just pull that yarn through. Just pull it through. Remember, we're just doing single crochets. I don't know how it looks if you do like other stitches. So if you decided to do like a double crochet or something, I don't know how that would look, but you're more than welcome to try it. I don't know how it would look if you didn't do like the if you didn't make the yarn thicker. I don't know how that would look either, but again, you can try it and see how it looks. I just do it this way because one, is faster than having to do like a few rows of fur. Like I like to try to do things like the simple way and not do too much work. For the straps, I don't usually like the straps to be squared. I like the straps to be rounded. So I'm only gonna put one single crochet in each stitch. I'm not gonna do two in one like I did for the bottom of the durag. So we're not gonna put two, we're just gonna put one. Just one in each. So see, it's curved. If this starts to kind of curl, perfectly normal. Perfectly normal. I notice a lot of people actually like that it curls. So I haven't done anything to like combat that or try to change that. If you don't want it to curl, you want it to be just straight, I'd probably would use a bigger hook, because I think the smaller hook and it being kind of tighter is what makes it curl. So if you don't want that, I would suggest using a bigger hook. I'm pretty sure that would get rid of the curl, but a lot of people actually like the fact that the straps curl, so I just leave that. That, and over time they'll eventually not curl, so it really just does that at the beginning. Okay, so right here I'm about to switch to my bigger hook because we're getting to the part that surrounds the face area. So right where I get kind of where the strap started, that's where I switch my hook. So I just pull this up, put my finger in there to kind of hold the place, replace it with my bigger hook, and then start it again, like start it back up regular like I was doing, just using the bigger hook. And this I found just makes it fluffier around the face area. When you get here, you just go around to the next stitch. Nothing special needs to be done there. So I am back on this other side and we're about to start the strap on the other side. So I'm going to switch my hook back to the smaller one. So again, just lifting it up, I put my finger through, my hook through, and then start back with the smaller hook. Oops. The yarn is short. Pull this through. So we're at the end of this yarn, and I'm gonna show you how I would attach the other skein, whichever. Where's the yarn? Okay. So you're gonna take both ends, and what you're gonna do, I lay them flat just like that. I don't usually do it flat, but for this demonstration, I'm gonna show you flat. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna take an end, you're going to put it underneath, and then go over top of both and go through underneath. You're gonna pull, it'll make a knot. Same thing, this one though, you go over top, go under, go in between that, and then do it that way. If you need a more like detailed, better demonstration that's not so furry, because all this fur is hard to kind of tell, I'll put a link down to my scrap yarn hat that I made. In that video I show in more detail how to put the yarns together, and it's not using a fur yarn, so it'll probably be easier to like understand and look at. And then just cut off the excess, and boom, you just continue doing it like we were doing before. And yeah, I will come back on here when I get to the end and show y'all how I end off my fur yarn. And boom, so now we're at the last, well, second to last one. What I like to do is I actually like to put one in that same one that we did in the beginning, just to kind of close that weird looking gap. Uh-oh, if I can grab the yarn. Okay, and what we're gonna do is pull it through to how long we want it. I think this is long enough, so I'm gonna cut it like here and then pull this one back through, and boom, that's the durag. What I'm gonna do, see, you have that loop at the beginning still. I like to just make sure I cut it evenly, and then I'm gonna take both of my ends, I'm gonna tie them together just like so. Don't pull too hard, because if you pull too hard, the yarn will break. Trust me, I've done it a few times. So you can take a smaller hook, or you can take a darning needle. I prefer a smaller hook, just so I don't have to feed the yarn through the needle. And what I like to do, just for extra security, is tie the ends to one another. So I'm about to show you what I mean by that. It's kind of hard to explain. I just try to find a like loop somewhere. Okay, so see, I just found that loop. Just a random loop. Like, I can't see the loops, so I just try to find whatever my hook goes through. What I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna take both of these, feed it through here, pull them out. I'm gonna do the same thing, but on this side in the opposite way. So take two, feed it through there, kind of pull it, and what I like to do is tie these two to the one that we didn't bring over. So I'm gonna tie them just like so. Same thing with this side. And then I just cut it off. And I cut it off as close to the knots, but not too close. So like there, just cut it just like that. And usually it kind of just curls to the inside. So see, you can't even see it. You can see it on the inside, of course, but you can't see it on the outside. And that is pretty much it. Kind of shake all the fur out, all the loose fur. See how these curl? So cute. That's what it looks like. See how the ends are still square? If you kind of like do that a bit, it'll help it kind of stretch it out. But that's what it looks like. Again, this is a size long. If you need to know like the different sizes for the durag, my crochet durag / head wrap troubleshoot video has all the sizing and measurements and stuff. But yeah, so this is what it looks like, and that is the finished product. So yeah, I'm gonna show you how to tie it. So to tie the durag, what you're going to do is, first, if you made yours kind of like mine, it'll have these little curly bits in the front. You just want to uncurl them, and what you want to do is take it back. You want to tighten it, and then what you're gonna do is bring it to the front, and then I just do a little small little tie, and that's what it looks like. And as y'all can see, I don't know if y'all can tell, I actually have on a durag underneath. So for all of y'all that are wondering, like, how am I supposed to protect my hair? You can put an actual durag on underneath. I have one on because my hair is wet and I don't want the like wetness to be on the actual durag. So hopefully y'all can like see. That's what it looks like. Obviously my black one is like extra long, so you would get a shorter durag, but yeah, that's what it looks like. And that is literally how you tie it. I just thought I'd come on here and show how to tie it because I thought about it. I was like, they're gonna ask how to tie it, so this is how you tie it. You literally just tie it, you just bring it back opposite sides, bring it back to the front, tie it once, and it'll literally just stay. So it shouldn't come apart. It'll just stay like this all day because it's kind of, you have to like pull it. Hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, that's how you do the durag. You can leave some like of your edges out in the front, stuff like that. You can bring it up more to the front and cover your forehead. It's fur, so you know, do whatever you want, tie it however you want, but that's how I tied it. Thank y'all so much for watching the tutorial. Hopefully y'all loved it. Hopefully it was easy to follow and not too crazy. It's just me showing y'all how to put the fur on there and also giving a few tricks to how to crochet with fur. But this is what it looks like tied. That's what it looks like. And then you see, you kind of can just adjust it like that, and then that's what it looks like from the side, and this is the front. So yeah, hopefully y'all like this. And then you can also just wear it down like this, or like do it kind of like a scarf. That'd be cute. You can do it like that. You can tie it in the back, but I'm not gonna do all that. And then these kind of just will curl back, so you can just kind of curl them back like how they were. If you want to keep that like curly shape and just wear it kind of like this. So hopefully y'all like this tutorial. Hopefully it was easy to follow. It's literally just a fur. Again, I'll link down below how to make the actual durag. Also, if you don't want the flap in the end on the back, I do have a turban tutorial, which is basically the same thing. It just doesn't have this like flap. And so yeah, you can watch that as well. So I'll have that link down below as well. So yeah, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.